You know what really takes me off, right? Is people who are surprised by bad decisions equals horrible outcomes. Okay. And I'm trying to say this without cursing because this is one of my pet peeves, baby. So we are going to get into it. Okay. I'm going to read these people like a book. And they're not going to like it, but that's okay. But before we get into it, I have to do commercial time. So, can I get a drum roll, please? Good morning, Instagram. And of course, good morning to the TikTok, you don't stop. And good morning to all the beautiful podcast listeners out there. You guys are just lit. You are it, and that is it, okay? Like, just it. It's a lot of it going on. And if you're watching me on YouTube, hey, YouTube, okay? Yes. So today we are going to talk about it. And if you are a victim of this, I hope that this episode make you reevaluate yourself, okay? Because that's what we do over here. We reevaluate ourselves. But the one thing about me is I've been told all my life is that I'm brutally honest. Do I do it on purpose? Absolutely not. It's just who I am as a person. It's just the way my brain processes. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't want to work on it because I feel like some people need brutal honesty. Okay. So remember I had told you guys that I wanted to get more organized with this and I wanted to put my key points that I want to talk about for each episode. Well, I have did that bit and we are at it. So with that being said, bad decisions equal horrible outcomes. Okay. Let me give you some examples. But let me give you a saying before I go into these examples, okay? If you know better, do better. Ring a bell? I feel like our grandparents and great grandparents and the great 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 grandparents have been saying this for years. If you know better, do better, right? Because knowing is knowledge and knowledge is power. I want to use the example of going to the gym. Now, I, for one, hate people that complain. Oh, I need to lose weight. Oh, I gotta get on my diet. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. But they never do it, right? And to each his own, okay? But please do not think that if you're not putting the work in that's necessary for you to lose weight, that you're magically just gonna wake up one day with Kim K's body. Like, that's just not the way life works. You want positive outcomes, you gotta put in the work. And oh, I'm gonna get started, or oh, I'm gonna do this, or oh, they buy the whole gym equipment and all of that and don't even use it. But the thing about these types of people versus other types of people will understand and accept that I'm not gonna lose weight if I never work out, if I never go to the gym or do what I gotta do on my part. And they accept it and they are okay with it and they realize I have to put in the work. They just never put in the work. It's two different types. The people that I'm talking about, the type of people I'm talking about are the people that will literally complain and be mad at the fact that they're not losing weight, but you're not putting in the work. Yes, if you didn't know, there are people out here that's like this. And this is why I refuse to get into mental health. Because if I meet a person that's like this, they're going to tick me the F off. Okay? I am not going to be able to remain professional at all. Because it's just, if it looked like a duck, it cried like a duck. Guess what? It's a duck, right? Okay. That's what I was raised on. And that's what my common sense tells me. But you have delusional people that feel like because they want something, it should just appear, as in like Houdini. And that's just you living in a fairy tale world. Sorry. Let me turn it up a notch with my examples, right? And this one is going to trigger so many people. It might trigger you if you're listening to this. And it's okay. I apologize in advance. And I want to let you guys know that there is a trigger warning. We will be talking about sexual intercourse. And yeah, if you're not a fan of that, you can click out right now. I just got to give you a trigger warning. With that being said, bad decisions, horrible outcomes. If you know that you are having sex with people recklessly, right? This is men and women. Then you should understand the consequences to that. And you will be surprised of how many people complain about the consequences to their decisions when it comes to this. Gotta talk slow now. Gotta think before you speak. Okay? So let me give you an example. If you are using no condoms when having intercourse, guess what? For my men, you can catch things. I don't want to say too many terms because I don't want my video to be flagged for other stuff that it's not really is, and then I gotta sit here and fight social media on da da da. I don't want to do that. So, but you know what I'm talking about? Things that are curable, things that are not curable. The list goes on and on and on. Okay, we learned this in school. Okay, if you are not using protection, then guess what? Things happen. And for my ladies out there, same thing for you. But here's an add-on: a baby. Yep, wow, a baby. But this is the part that kills me. They know the consequences to not using protection and then have the nerve to get mad at this person. Now, I want to be very clear. If you and this person went to get tested or you guys showed each other paperwork and stuff like that and then things happen, I'm not talking about these types of people. You tried your best to protect yourself in that situation. But if you guys are just going by word of mouth or not even asking if you're good and then something happens, that is crazy. And do not complain when you catch something. Okay? I want to be very clear with what I'm saying here. And we don't talk about it enough in today's world. I feel like more platforms should be talking about the consequences to when you don't use protection instead of saying in rap songs that they don't. Okay? And I just be flabbergasted at the things that I see on social media and online. It's like crazy. But this example ties into bad decision, horrible outcomes. Okay? If you don't want horrible outcomes, stop making bad decisions. Let me repeat. If you do not want horrible outcomes, stop making bad decisions. I cannot stand a man that complain about the mother of his child. Granted, if you got trapped, this is not for you. Because I personally know men that got trapped, and it's just, my heart goes out to you, brother. But if you purposely got this woman pregnant, and now you're complaining about it, that was your bad decision. So now you have to face the horrible outcome. This is what you decided in life. Nobody dragged this into it but you. And I'm sorry for if I don't have sympathy. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Because it's just like, come on, man. We have to reevaluate the decisions that we make in life. And we have to calculate the horrible. Yes, be positive. That's what this platform is all about. It's all about positivity. And I'm gonna flip it. But I really have to start it off with letting y'all know about the bad decisions that you make and how it can equal a horrible outcome. Because you'll be surprised how many people don't do this calculation to when they make a big decision in life. And I want you to be aware, and I want you to start thinking before you don't even, it can just be something as little as you being late every day or every other day, or just having a history of being late for your job. When that outcome comes to you being fired, guess what? You can't be mad. You didn't put in the work that you had to do to make sure that you was on time every day for work. So now this is your horrible outcome. And it's sad. It honestly, it makes me feel, it ticks me off. Don't get me wrong. It definitely does tick me off, especially with the deep conversation that we just got into. But it just, for the people that's not aware, this episode is for you. Because you have some people that's just genuinely doing things and doesn't realize that there's a calculation to your decisions. And this is the answer, and I want you to think hard and long about if you want to continue making these types of decisions. Well, I want you to reevaluate yourself. It is a new year. We can start over. We can do this. We can. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. Do I make those types of bad decisions? No. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, no, I don't make those types of bad decisions. But what I will say is that every decision that I make isn't good. Sometimes we take risks, and it's part of being human, it's part of living. But at the same time, if you're repeatedly doing bad decisions, then you need to reevaluate yourself and make you think and try to switch it up, do things differently, or calculate before think before you do a decision. Don't just do it. Give yourself time, give your brain time to process what are you doing and what can be the outcome of that. And I am going to leave it right there. I know. It was getting deep, but I like to leave you guys with your brain thinking. I don't want to just start blabbling on, and I'm not one of those type of content creators. I'm sorry. I get straight to the point, and that's the point. And hopefully you evaluate yourself. So if you made it to this part of the episode, I love you. And if you didn't, it's okay. Hopefully you tuned in. Hopefully it made you think about the decisions that you've been making in life. And if you are a person that stay away from bad decisions because you know about the horrible outcome, shout outs to you. I had to do the real hand clap, not the effect in there, because this is hard, and not a lot of people know that they are doing this. So I just want to bring self-awareness to this type of topic. And yeah, once again, monthly free giveaways, guys. www.imstacyp.com. If you have your social media, it's in my bios. Just click on it, sign up for the monthly free giveaways, because I want to get back to the people that are just awesome and just been listening to me, and you guys rock, and I love you. So with that being said, I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode.